Hey there, friends. How you doing? This is Douglas Ford coming to you out of my home office here out of Houston, Texas. Appreciate you guys cracking with this video. Guys, listen, I just want to go into really sharing, okay, how this thing is system dependent and not personality or people driven. When you have a company that's personality or people driven, only look for just a few to have success, okay? When it's system driven, okay, when it has been driven by system and system dependency, that means literally anybody that can fog up a mirror can win. Why? Because there's a system. But before we get into that, I'm going to go to the whiteboard. You guys know I'm the whiteboard assassin because I really like for people to get a visual. You know, we understand in this world that 65 to 70% are visual learners, okay? But before we do that, guys, we must nip some things in the bud. So I'm really just sharing this, going through this for really confidence and reassurance in what we have our hands on. This is literally a public utility that's going to be the world widely spread utility all over the planet, okay? Because of how this thing behaves and that we are revenue sharing owners as we are bringing people to the prompt, making these connections. But first, let me just go through this, okay? Because I want to nip some things in the bud here. And then I'm going to go to the board. So I want to make this in plain English, ladies and gentlemen, is in a pyramid that doesn't have all winning, and this is the reason why, because it's coded top down. And so those at the top are designed to win first, as opposed in our peer-to-peer FinTech Cooperative. See, we are cooperative, but hear this. I put it in big, bold letters. All brand new have to win first. Please remember that. All brand new have to win first, and the automation is going on all along the way with everybody scaling. But this is not a top-down operation. So let me continue. It's 100% mutual benefit. Okay? It's coded in the technology to scale at all, it's coded in the technology to scale all, not just a handful, not just those that got a part of it first. Okay? It is coded in the technology to scale all at all times with every prompt connection instant on demand. And just to repeat, all brand new have to win first. So just understand, all coming in the front door of this thing have to win first, each and every time. So that eliminates, okay, any losers here, because all coming in the front door have to win first. Let me continue. In a top-down pyramid scheme, some may know it as an MLM, some may state it as a rotation or cycler, a SuSu of some kind, okay? Watch this. There is no public utility. Think of a public utility like a public park, where it can be used by anyone and it's going to function by anyone that participates with that public utility, okay? There is no 100% mutual benefit. There is no predictability. There is no mathematical certainty. There is no concurrent success at all times. So I don't care what the company is, okay? I'm not here to bash any companies. I'm just letting you know you're not looking at or you're not being invited into something that participates like things you may have heard about or participated in. But there's much more I want to unveil here. There's no concurrent success at all times. Concurrent success, folks, means we are simultaneously scaling from every prompt that takes place. Regardless if you invite it, or regardless if it was invited by you or invited by others in your organization. Okay? no immediate instant payout to all at all times. See, anytime wallets connect, the revenue that's getting paid out is instantly paid out to everyone's respective wallets that's due to receive from the connections. Okay? So your money comes to your wallet that's owed to you. The money that's going to be paid to me comes to my wallet. The money that's going to be paid to my inviter goes to their wallet. The money that comes to your partners comes directly to their own self-custody wallet, where only they have the keys and the access to withdraw the money. I don't have access to it. The programmers don't have access to it. The company doesn't have access to it. The CEO does not have access to your money. That's decentralization, folks. That's peer-to-peer. That's democratizing any middlemen or any corporations having authority over us doing business here. So no centralized authorities, no intermediaries, no middlemen, okay, whatsoever. Let me continue. So no immediate instant payout at all times, with everyone having the ability to withdraw their available balance 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And folks, you literally have, because transactions happen, okay, throughout the hours of the day, throughout the days of the week, throughout the weeks of the month, and anytime those connections take place, it is instantly paying out, okay, to all those that are going to be receiving from whatever or when the connection takes place. So you have connections getting started on Monday. That money is coming to you right then to your wallet. It's instant. You have connections on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The money is coming to you instant because you are a revenue sharing owner. Okay? Now, let me continue. So I'm right here, which is why, watch this, which is why it's not so conducive to all winning, guys. So I want you to understand, there's no luck here because everything is coded within our technology, okay, to where as soon as we bring anyone to the prompt, the connections, it's not like there's a people on the other side that we're waiting on for us to receive. It's AI. The AI is coded to already know what to do. Okay? And it's never going to be changed. It's never going to be tampered with. It's going to function the same way for everyone every single time. Okay? So we got out of the way. Now, last but not least, Ponzi scheme. Okay? In plain English, let me share with you what a Ponzi scheme is. A Ponzi scheme has investors. See, we're not investors in the FinTech Cooperative that we're part of. No, we're partners. We're, in essence, we're growing the network effect, which I'm going to get into here in a second. Okay? Because it's very important you understand network effect, because we're allowing these narratives, because it's involving people, that it's a pyramid. No, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? A pyramid, and when people are mentioning it, is when it's top down, because we may have been a part of them and it was only those at the top that made money. Or it had to wait on cycling and rotation, or we had to wait on accumulating volume or accumulating points or accumulating credits. And many times it was a sales force that we were creating. Or it was just a shuffling of money everywhere, and there wasn't no public utility that brought real world value to the marketplace. That's not who we are, folks. So just because we are involving others, okay, we can't let that narrative that's been out there because we're involving others, that it's something nefarious. Now, last but not least, Ponzi schemes. So there's no investing of money. Investing, typically, you're putting money at risk, where you're putting some money up and you're being promised, based on, maybe a few people that have received already, See, that's the story that they want to create so they can have other investors get involved. And so you're told, hey, we can make money without you talking to anybody. Folks, that's smoke and mirrors, because we're always going to talk to someone if we're making money, if that makes sense. But there again, never let anyone talk you out of, or no forces, condition us with disdain or trepidation that our greatest asset is not one another, because it always is going to be. Anyway, so a Ponzi scheme has investors who are promised an ROI who get scammed out of their money. Being hyped or promised something, watch this, only early investors get something, but it's a ruse from the beginning. And look at this. There is no public utility. There is no 100% mutual benefit. There is no predictability. There is no mathematical certainty. There is no concurrent success at all times. And there's no immediate instant payout to all at all times. So none of this here exists in a Ponzi scheme. None of this exists here in a top-down pyramid scheme, MLM rotation, okay? Operation, platform, don't matter what you want to call it. But folks, and what we got going on here, we have it. Now, let me jump out of this because I want to get to the meat. I just want to kick it off with that. Now, right here. Now, I also want you to understand, we're not leaving anybody's success left to chance. Folks, you're able to invite prospects. You're able to invite, those that believe in you. This is who I say that you want to connect with. So please listen, I'm giving you the people that you want to connect with. You want to connect with those, okay? Because remember, we're only, having to invite just 3 partners minimum. But some of us are bringing in more than just 3, okay? But let me just give you the mindset you want to have in terms of those as you're sharing this with. You're looking for those that watch this, that will that believe and trust in your lead. See, there's some trust involved, okay? Into the person that's, doing the inviting and who you're being invited by, okay? People that believe and trust in your lead. And then another dynamic is those that strongly want to get on the other side of money with you or even without you, okay? Those are the ones that we're looking to connect and collaborate with, becoming revenue sharing owner partners with, okay? We have a Facebook community and we also have a Telegram community that we don't allow any other solicitation of any other company. All we focus on is getting ourselves on the other side of wealth with this public utility that I'm going to be sharing with you. So you're more than welcome to invite to this Facebook group called Predictable Cash Flow Mindset. If you're not on Facebook, we have a Telegram group here. Let me give you the name of it. I just renamed it here recently. It's called The Awakening of Digital Real Estate. Okay? Money as a public utility. So, or you just get the link from the person that invited you. They should have it to our Telegram group. Okay? So, now, let me jump here. Let me play his testimonial for you real quick from one of our partners that's been on, for a little while here. But I want you to hear why she's so excited and why she can't shut up about this thing. Okay?
Guys, listen, I'm not here to just show money. That's not what this is about. You see, a lot of people online are generating income from sales. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing me saying, well, you're not selling nothing. But I'm honestly not. I'm aligning with people to earn. When you see a couple of dollars here, this is throughout the month, just a little bit. I think I got it from the 12th to yesterday, right? But these are deposits. These are instant withdrawable and also residual deposits. See, what you don't understand is that no matter what I do, whether I show up or not, I'm going to keep receiving deposits. No matter what I do when I make a sale, because we have an ecosystem, not only myself will receive an instant deposit, but so will few other people above me. And the reason why is because we are truly revenue share owners who earn with each other simultaneously. We're not here to keep making sales, to build.
Now, guys, did you guys hear what she said? Whether she shows up or not, she knows money is going to be coming to her. That's why we love sharing a little transparency here, folks. We know we have our hands on. We are the top of the food chain. Folks, there is nothing bigger or better than being your own bank. There is nothing higher on the food chain than being your own bank. There is nothing higher on the food chain than you and those you know, love, and care about. And we just don't have individuals. We have different charities, nonprofits, schools, lending institutions, churches, hospitals, sororities, fraternities, synagogues, communities, all over. Okay? This is international, folks. But please understand, folks, there is nothing higher on the food chain than you being your own bank, than your company being its own bank, than your community being its own bank, ladies and gentlemen. Can I play this thing again? Let me see if I can play this again. Let me go back. I want to play this again.
Guys, listen, I'm not here to just show money. That's not what this is about. You see, a lot of people online are generating income from sales. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing me saying, well, you're not selling nothing. But I'm honestly not. I'm aligning with people to earn. When you see a couple of dollars here, this is throughout the month, just a little bit. I think I got it from the 12th to yesterday, right? But these are deposits. These are instant withdrawable and also residual deposits. See, what you don't understand is that no matter what I do, whether I show up or not, I'm going to keep receiving deposits. No matter what I do when I make a sale, because we have an ecosystem, not only myself will receive an instant deposit, but so will few other people above me. And the reason why is because we are truly revenue share owners who earn with each other simultaneously. We're not here to keep making sales, to build.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just go back, please. Okay, let me just go back here real quick. I did say I was going to be a network effect. Okay, let me go back here. All right. Oh, God. I didn't went. Okay. Hit the button too many times. All right. But, guys, look. Okay, wrong. Okay, there we go. Right button there. That's right. My bandwidth's having to catch up with me. Now, guys, from anything that she just said, that you heard, does this sound like it has anything to do with a top-down? Did it sound like that it was 100% mutual benefit? Absolutely it did, okay? Did it sound like it was coded in the technology to scale all at all times with every prompt connection, instant on demand? Yes, it did. Okay? And she's continuing to receive. Here's why. Because as all brand new partners come a part of our organization, they receive first. And as they are receiving, she's always scaling. So we take the focus off of ourselves, and we know this. The more others we have seeing immediate success, we know because of the concurrent technology embedded, success always comes to us. So this is why we're looking to connect with strategic partners, okay? So let me go to where I want to go to before here. So let me get back out of this. We jump on down here, and let me go through network effect. Then I'll go to the whiteboard. Now, network effect is very important because this, okay, is where we don't need to allow that narrative of a pyramid scheme okay, to no longer bamboozle us, guys, okay? Understand, that term came from somebody high up in corporate America that did not want to see people come together because they understand the principles of wealth and money is that if we collaborate and we can benefit from our own economic value, see, this is the promise of blockchain technology. Not you need to understand what I just said, but folks, with blockchain technology and this digital utility, this AI utility, it allows us now to be our own real estate, which is being our own bank. And as we're having other people, connecting other people, bringing them to the prompt where they're being their own bank, their digital real estate, it's scaling everyone all along the way to where we're all succeeding and all winning. And you're going to see it's going to be happening passively as this is being replicated and duplicated. But let me get a network effect, okay? A network effect is a phenomenon whereby a product or service gains additional value as more people use it. How does it gain additional value, guys? As more people use it. So look, over here, I grabbed this little insert. This is a Google search here. Several banks and companies have successfully leveraged network effects to drive growth, primarily by creating platforms where increased user participation increases the overall value for everyone. But see, in our platform, folks, it's not only increasing the value for everyone, because we are the revenue sharing owners, it's increasing revenue that's coming to us as participation grows. With no waiting. No waiting on cycling, no waiting on volume being collected, no waiting on credits, no waiting on points to be accumulated first. Folks, no waiting on certain positions to take place before, see, that's only serving those that get to the top. If you gotta wait on certain number of connections to go, okay, before you receive money, trust me when I tell you, it's not gonna be a long-term deal. Why? Because the bigger and bigger that whatever rotational cycling, the longer it's gonna take for the cycling to happen after you. But the reason why a lot of us are lured into it is from the stories that is being shared from early, from people that got started early when the pyramid was just getting started. That's why they always are promoting timing and positioning. They're always promoting the FOMO. How does the FOMO sound? Hey, we're going to have like 10,000 people. We got big leaders coming. They're bringing their teams. You guys want to get in position. So see what that's itching the ear of. Let me get involved so I can get something for nothing. And when you get a whole lot of something for nothings, how long is that to be lived? How long is that going to be around? Thank you. You answered my question. Or you answered your own question. So, network effect. Let me go on here, because this is where I need to go to the board. This is where I need to go to the board, okay? Before I get to our rinse and repeat system, okay? This is where I need to go to the board, because I need you to understand the network effect, okay? Giving y'all some good stuff here. So, you guys heard the network effect. So, what are the three components of a network effect? I'll just do it, well, I'll just type it out. I'll type it out. I'll draw it out. Write it out. Network effect. Okay? These are the three components. Participation. Then we have value. And there's also what? Revenue. Okay? So we have participation, value, revenue. Okay, so let's draw a line here. So let's think about companies, any company. Think about your bank. Think about PayPal. Think about Cash App. They all have a public utility, right? So when the participation of PayPal grows, else, well, that's too low. Sorry. Can't see that. Go right here. So when the participation of PayPal grows, right, what also grows? The value. What also grows? The revenue. So as participation grows, what also grows? Value. What also grows? Revenue. So folks, for participation to grow, is it growing with robots, aliens, or computers? Or people? Businesses? Organizations? Communities? Because it's people that have, let's just say this is PayPal. Okay. So as participation grows in PayPal, so does the value, so does the revenue. So at one point, PayPal only had maybe like 10 people participating. Y'all see that? They had 10 people. There was a time they had 10. So you got to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And when they had this, what? The value was a little small. The revenue was a little small. But now they got 430 million. So where you think the value went? There you go. Where you think the revenue went? There you go. Now, who is the revenue going to in this centralized entity called PayPal, or any business for that matter? It's only going to those at the top, which are the CEOs, the shareholders, the board of directors, the crowdsourcers, the investors, the credit investors that invested money. Because understand, the way PayPal grew was through network effect incentivizing, where they got a group of credit investors, because it's a centralized entity where they only take credit investors. See, in our operation, the money is going to be coming from us because we are the revenue sharing owners. But they spent $60, $70 million because they wanted to pay people for opening up an account and for referring others. But it was only a one-time hit. And they actually went broke along the way, okay? But people bought into the idea. And so now, through the course of, the early beginnings, now PayPal is a household name utility, okay? Doing over $30 billion a year, but it was all being engineered by who? The participation of us getting involved, telling our friends and family, those we know, love, and care about, people connecting a PayPal or a Cash App or Venmo or Zelle or Chase Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. Folks, they all grow through network effects. Ladies and gentlemen, with our FinTech Cooperative, see, all these other companies, they grew through us being consumers. They grew through us, you and I, being consumers, okay? But it's the same thing that's going to apply here. The same thing is going to apply here, but this one, we are able to do it intentionally, on purpose. Hence the reason you want to connect, okay, with those that trust and believe in your lead, and or strongly want to get on the other side of wealth with you or without you. Because so what we're doing is that we're having each, that's why they call it a prosumer. A prosumer is a customer, consumer, and a producer, owner at the exact same time. I liken it to real estate because it's digital real estate, but think about physical real estate. It needs a tenant and it needs a landlord. guess what? You are both in this equation. And when you are both, see, there is no middleman in the middle of you and you. There is no middleman in between you and your partners. There is no middleman in between your partners and their partners and you. There is no middleman. So what that means, we dictate speed and velocity. And if we dictate speed and velocity, you know we also dictate revenue velocity. So we can dictate velocity and participation in our operation, which also dictates what? Value. Which also dictates what? Scale and revenue. Now here's the thing. Who's the revenue going to in our operation? It's going to all folks in a predictable, okay, way. Right. So as participation increases, even independent of your involvement, value increases. And guess what? Revenue increases. That comes to all. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you still want to call that a Ponzi, even after I read it to you, if you still want to call that a pyramid scheme, after I read it to you, you're just one that, I'll be honest with you, you just don't want to be successful. Because this is the most cut and dry, or you want to be successful, you just don't want to be successful in a strategic fashion. There are some people, believe it or not, that just want it to fall on them. And here's the thing, with it falling on you, that's only going to happen once, if it happens. That's like lightning striking you, okay? Or striking you twice, okay? What we're talking about is as we increase intentionally, we control and dictate the velocity. Folks, this revenue that's coming to all, it's going to be residually over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over. Residual income. Now, let's get into the trenches work, okay? Because we've eliminated anybody worrying about, okay, if we're doing anything nefarious, if this is a Ponzi or a pyramid. We've addressed that, okay? Decentralized, peer-to-peer, FinTech Cooperative enterprise. And we're utilizing a public utility with automation, okay? With AI automation that's governing, okay, us all scaling all along the way. And we're only talking about now everyone doing a one-time execution where all brand new, okay, have to win first. So all that's left now is, well, Douglas, I may not be good with talking to people. Because we got to talk to people, right? See, at least we're saying we got to talk to someone instead of us saying, oh, you ain't got to talk to nobody and make money. No. That's smoke and mirrors. That's smoke and mirrors. That's just something to be said to you just so you can get involved. But guys, the moment anybody starts having success with anything, they're telling others. Why? We are connected in life that way. Because we know others that have alignment with us in whatever the capacity may be. So let me get it back here. So understand, I want you guys to see how the money works, to see how ingenious this is of this well-oiled machine. So everybody has an inviter, right? Everybody has an inviter, right? And your inviter, of course, has an inviter. When your inviter got connected into the technology, this is what took place. The person that invited them scaled in receiving bonuses and residual income, okay? I'll get to the monies here second, but I just want you to see how this thing behaves. So now, when your inviter, who was one of the parties that they invited, of course you. When you connected to the public utility, look what took place. Your inviter scaled. Remember, it's concurrent success at all times. See, not only did your inviter who invited you receive when you connected, but their inviter too. See, it's coded to where we're all are going to get on the other side of success. It's just this person, you know what we said? You want to connect with those that trust and believe in your lead. You know what we said to your inviter? You want to connect with those that trust and believe in your lead. They put some information in front of you because you fit that criteria. You know what we're going to tell you? You want to connect with those that trust and believe in your lead. And or that strongly want to get on the other side of money with you or without you. Okay. And guess what? So we told you the same thing. So what's going to happen? Let's say you have a partner, doesn't matter what their name is. Because remember, it can be not just individuals, we have different organizational entities that are getting involved as well. But look, they connect. But I want to see how this thing behaves. Money's going to come to you as they connected. Money to the inviter. Money to, notice how we're saying, all brand new winning first. Look what happens to everybody else automatically. So we're going to want what? All brand new to receive first. So this person here, let's say whoever they invite, they get connect. Watch this. As they win, look what happens. You win too. Your inviter wins as well. So does the person that invited them. Okay, now as we get this person here or this organization here to win, look what happens. Bump, 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 bump. See, all brand new win first. Okay, then this person here, they invite a partner. What happens? Scale, 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 scale. Now, I'm going to erase all this. Erase all this. Because now I'm going to show you the system. Let me share my screen because I want to give you guys a visual. Visual is always important. And we go right here. Visual is always important. Okay? So, think of McDonald's. Good companies are people dependent. Okay? And talent driven. Great companies are system driven. System. It's rinse and repeat, folks, because there's no guesswork here. Think about McDonald's, these 4 cars. Before they got to where their prospective position, each of them were at the pay intercom, where they were ordering their food. Not the pay intercom, but the ordering intercom, where they were ordering their food. Right? So take this first car. Before it got here, waiting on its food, it first ordered its food. Then what did it do? It went to the pay window. And then it's going to the pickup window, and it's rinse and repeat. The next car, ordered their food. Then what? They paid for their food. Then they picked up their food. The next car, ordered, paid, pick up. The red car, order, now it's at the pay. When it gets through paying, it's going to go to the pickup. If there's cars behind it, it's the same thing, folks. Order, pay, pick up. Order, pay, pick up. Folks, who's not able to do that? Everybody can. That's why McDonald's can run their business, their multi-million-dollar franchises, and have 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds run the doggone thing. Why? It don't need talent. It doesn't need to be based on performance. It's just rinse and repeat as many times as we possibly can with people ordering chicken McNugget, Happy Meal, quarter pounder with cheese, okay, fish fillet, fries, just rinse and repeat that thing every day, okay? And what's happening as the participation grows? The revenue grows, the value grows, and what else grows? Revenue. And as participation grows, value grows, revenue grows. But who is all the revenue going to? Mickey D's. That's what we call it out here in Texas, Mickey D's. Okay? Rinse and repeat system, guys. Folks, we want to run this operation on rinse and repeat. Because how many people, entities, businesses is rinse and repeat going to work for? All. How often is it going to work? Every time. And if it's going to work every time, what's going to happen as all of us being revenue sharing partners in this particular entity? We literally have wealth staring us right in the face. But it's not staring us in the face like it's going to be dropped in some ocean and it goes on the 10 o'clock news. Hey, there's zillions of dollars in the nearby ocean. Get to it. Here's the thing. Even if we get to it, for as much as we can get, it's only going to be one time. But we're talking about we coming together, everybody doing a one-time execution. And as we're having scalable success, it's all coming residually. I'm literally going to be changing life right from this doggone computer screen. Because I get it. I get it. And that's why that's why I chose to be one of the staple leaders here. Okay. That I've already committed, guys, to at the point to where the bottom of my tongue cleaves to the roof of my mouth, I'm going to be sharing this. Because this is the top of the food chain. But I understand, it's just going to take a few of us that really get it and believe and run with this thing, right? All right, so let's show you our rinse and repeat system. So with our rinse and repeat system, we're going to peak interest. Folks, we have a 90-second personalized sizzle that we send to everyone to peak their interest. Then to the sender that sent it to the viewer to pique their interest, or we can use an invite for those that's still good at inviting. It's just 90% of people, folks, it's a roadblock when they have to dredge up a sales script or a sales pitch. So if that's a disdain and trepidation, we have eliminated that hurdle because we want to systematize that and to where that hurdle is no longer there in this operation. See, again, it's catering to the masses to be successful. Because we're going to have duplication, right? You don't want to have any roadblocks for anybody. That's why I created this video. So as your team partners coming on board, we can all be in one alignment, understanding we are wanting this to be a rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. And trust me, guys, our success stories are going to be pantomime more than other success stories. You can book it. Because our success stories is talking about people having 30, 40, 50 grand coming in on a monthly and weekly basis that could never have this kind of breakthrough success in any other thing. I get on some of these affiliate marketing reels that I see, and they want to highlight people having all these gold plaques or trophies that they got somebody in their affiliate marketing system receiving over $500,000 in a month, that's all gravy. Here's my question. As you were receiving that $500,000 in that month, what do you have to do to make that same money the next month? And is it residual? And was it concurrent success? Whereas 500,000 was coming to you, was anybody else receiving 100,000 as you were receiving 500? Was anybody else receiving 50,000? Was anybody else receiving 5,000 or 1,000? No. So let's get back to here. I get fired up and excited when I start talking about this, okay? So rinse and repeat. We are doing a 90-second sizzle or inviting. Then we want to arrange a person get into a press play overview where we have the founder, the CEO, Greg Baldwin, doing the presentation for everybody. So you don't have to be anybody who has to be a good presenter. No, you just press play. You connect with those that, there again, trust and believe in your lead and or want to get on, who strongly want to get on the other side of wealth, with or without you. Got it? So we connect with those, and guess what? We rinse and repeat. And then we have those rinse and repeat. And as that's happening, okay, so this person here, you know what happened? They got their interest peaked. Then we arrange them into a press play. And when they onboarded, okay, guess what? Everybody in line previously scaled. And then one of their partners was your inviter. And guess what we did? We piqued their interest with a 90-second sizzle that was personalized to them. And then we arranged them to get to a press play overview. And then they got onboarded. And look what took place. This person here received residuals and connect bonuses. Okay? Then you created a sizzle. Your inviter created a sizzle for you. See, it's rinse and repeat. You piqued your interest, press play, onboard. Okay? Piqued interest, arrange to get to a press play, onboard. Piqued interest, arrange the 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 press play, onboard. And let me show you what the money was doing as this was all taking place here. Let me show you. So as this person became connected, well, we already showed that. As you became connected, watch what happened. Bump, bump. As your partners become connected, bump, bump, bump. As their partners come connected, bump, 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 bump. As their partners become connected, boom, 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 boom. As their partners become connected, boom, 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 boom. It's a win-win here. Okay? And as you notice, as we were going through this, it was having all brand new win first. As they were coming on in, we got them to win. Everybody scaled. We got them to win. As they were winning, everybody scaled. As we got you to win, guess what? Everybody scaled. As we got those that you invited to win, guess what? Everybody in line previously scaled. As we got these guys to win, guess what? Everybody in line previously scaled. As we got them brand new to succeed, guess what? Everybody in line scaled. Folks, that's not no Ponzi scheme. That's not no pyramid. No. That's no pyramid scam. That's not no percent daily. That's not no rug pull. That's not no exit scam. No. That's a peer-to-peer, 100% mutual benefit, cooperative FinTech operation. So, let me share with you the slides, okay? So you can get it. So we already understand McDonald's. So this is how we peak interest. So let's say this was Douglas. So we peak Douglas' interest, right? Then we arrange him to get to a press play. And then we get Douglas onboarded. When Douglas is onboarded, okay, he connects. Everybody in line previously connects, scales. Now, we want to get Douglas because he's brand new, winning. So He creates a SuSu presentation. Let's say one of his partners was Ashley. We pique the interest of Ashley with a 92-second strategic partnership invite. Then we arrange Ashley to get into a press play. And then when Ashley gets onboarded, okay, boom, guess what happens to Douglas, who invited Ashley and everybody else in line previously? They go up the income escalator. Let's say one of Ashley's partners is Dr. Lawrence. It's rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Lawrence would pique his interest with one of these SuSu presentations. Then we arrange Dr. Lawrence to get to a press play, and then we get him onboarded. And it's rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Uber, rinse and repeats. Amazon, rinse and repeats. Netflix, rinse and repeats. Those that don't want to become successful will look at this and say, pyramid scheme. Or say, Ponzi scheme. Folks, that's another way of people just wanting to say, I only want to be successful unless it falls on me. Or I don't want to talk to nobody. I've just come to a resolve. But don't let yourself get flustered on any of that. It's just the universe is identifying to you those that you're looking for. Trust and believe in your lead. And or strongly want to get on the other side of wealth with you or even without you. Because when those that see that we're revenue sharing partners and they understand they don't have this, they're not, darkened by a pyramid, okay, they're in. So that was Dr. Lawrence, right? So rinse and repeat. Let's say one of Dr. Lawrence's partners is a Mario who's out in the UK. Again, it's global. Mario, we pique Mario's interest. Rinse and repeat. He gets arranged to a press play. He gets then onboarded. And then what takes place? We scale. So, which then brings me back to the original slide we started off with, because I want you guys to see the monies in the enterprise. And guys, that will be the conclusion of this particular video here. But going back through this again, guys, please take a screenshot of this, because this is in plain English. This is where we are right here, folks. Peer-to-peer FinTech Cooperative, all brand new, have to win first. Okay? So there's typically a video that plays, but I'm going to skip the video here real quick. So activate your wallet with our certified onboarders and connect 3 others one time to unlock automated income. Folks, your inviter scales the second you go active. So now we're starting this thing with you. So this is you being your own bank, folks. And you're getting others connect being their own bank. See, all a bank is, it is a building that houses digital wallets. So it's just doing a network effect internally, where we're doing a network effect peer-to-peer all over the universe. Okay, because we're location free. Okay? People are becoming their own international bank right from the comfort of their own home. And it's location free business. Okay? So now there's other payouts that we receive as well from. We also receive, watch this, from withdrawals. We also receive from transfer through the ecosystem of money. So you don't get that with PayPal. You don't get that with any other digital wallet financial institution. You do with this operation here. Okay? So watch this. As you have your 3 connect to the technology. Now, this is just giving a theoretical of everyone doing, connecting 3 and taking a week. Okay? But this is just a theoretical. This could be in a month. This could be in a day. And if it's all done, when it's done, no matter when, again, we dictate and control velocity. So look, we have these win first, okay? That's bringing you to 149, plus you're going to receive, well, it's going through this here. I forgot about that. So it brings you $75 in connect bonuses as well with the 149, and you're getting 224. Now, this is at our higher package, and if you want to get the details on that, like I said, you want to get a presentation. Okay? This is just to bring confidence and reassurance, folks. There's nothing, anything nefarious going on. We're just revenue sharing owners that are going to all benefit here. Got it? So you're done. You're done at that moment in time, guys. No more neck down labor for you to do. You can go on back with your life, because now watch this. Your partners, remember, have all brand new win first. So these guys here win just like you did. They're coming in the front door. As they have 3 get connected to, this is the total that they're going to receive in total. But folks, we receive at every connection to the prompt. So as their partner 1 was connecting, they received. As their partner 2 connected, they received. Partner 3 connected, they received. Not only them, everybody else in line previously. It's all concurrent and immediate instant payout, right? They're done. And look what happens for you at the exact same time. It brought your bank another $249. But you had nothing to do with the connections. Now watch. These guys here, okay, are inviting these partners, but it's just not those that invited them that have an invested interest in their success. Why is that? Because as they are receiving, coming through the front door, see, having all succeed first coming through the front door, they're done. But look what it does to the partners that invited them and to you. Folks, this could be you getting started here. It doesn't matter. See, by the fact that we're all connected, we all are the you. See, these names could all be in different order. And it's still going to be, we want everybody doing this one time. The automation does everything else. That brings another $830 to your wallet. Now keep in mind, in this theoretical, your partners are receiving these same amounts, respectively, okay? Because they're just a week behind you in this theoretical. But notice I haven't come back to you or your partners to do anything else. You guys were done in your respective first week. So now look, these guys here do the same. They're just connected to the prompt, folks. And look what happens. Think about the chitter chatter that is going on here. See, that's the dynamic that some of us want to just overlook. It's like when you initially connected, your inviter, as it says, instantly received. You think they're not sharing that with you? And then their inviter also received. Do you think they're not sharing that with you? Absolutely. Because they're seeing it works as advertised. So that's taking your belief through the roof. And all you did was just do the same one time as you instantly received your inviter, their inviter, their inviter. They all simultaneously scaled too. And it's chitter chatter. What's chitter chatter? Hey, did y'all receive? We sure did. Hey, we sure did. Hey, we sure did. Man, I received. So see, that's what it really just cements into you. It cements into you because you guys saw a result. And the fact that you got with your inviter, hey, did you receive again too? I sure did. So guys, so that brings, another $2,025 in connection bonuses that you had nothing to do with, bringing 810 deposits were paid out to the whole success line, okay? I'm just doing this out of presentation order. Typically, I'm giving a presentation. I got, some of these transitions for when I'm, sharing in a, sharing in a professional. I'm just sort of just giving value right now. But look at this, another $2,490 to your wallet. Folks, do you know you have access to withdraw all this money? 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As this money is coming in, you're able to withdraw it, folks. Again, we're just giving you the theoretical. It's just theoretical. But you could have been, but you could withdraw your money when it was $20. You could withdraw your money when it was $100. You could withdraw your money when it's $50. We're just giving you a theoretical how much money has come to you just with, this theoretical of this taking place. And so look, in 4 weeks' time in this example has brought you $3,793. And look here, this is week 5 with these guys doing the one-time execution. And as day 1 coming into the front door, look what it did to everybody else in line previously. So you guys, you see it's a win-win-win in this situation, right? So I said I wasn't going to overcook your grits, but I do have just one last thing to share. And then you guys can do with the value now that you choose to want to do with it. I want to go here real quick. You head over to mosca.life. I want to play this here for you here real quick. Please hear this.
What we're simply doing is we're unleashing the power of peer-to-peer funding. And we designed it in such a way where it's 100% mutually beneficial for everyone that gets involved. I didn't say 99%. We're talking about 100% mutual benefit. Every line of code, every I was dotted, every T was crossed with that mission in mind. I want you guys to take a look at this screen. As you're looking at all these colors and the people looking at their smartphones, this is literally what we're looking to bring to planet Earth today. I want you to imagine a world where everyone's their own bank. And throughout the day, you are literally refreshing your screen because you have a raging river of daily deposits hitting your smartphone. That's the purpose of Mosca. We all know that money's not free, but based on what we've been able to put together in this enterprise, money can be freed. And I'm going to share with you guys how that's done.
Folks, somebody tell me how to convince people that we scale together. It's literally like we are one. Because success is connected, that we scale simultaneously through the automation, folks, it makes us one. Meaning, if the roles were reversed, you would want me receiving like this, receiving daily residual deposits that come in, and you're scaling at the exact same time. Look at these deposits in one day. This is the 19th. I wake up and more money. Okay, let me just shoot back here. To the beginning. Look at these dates. That's January the 2nd. Look at deposits. Please always keep in mind, as deposits are coming to me, deposits are coming to everyone in the success line. So let me just fly through this. Okay, there's the 2nd. There's the 4th, 5th. Still the 5th. There's the 6th, 7th. Let me just fly through this. Let's get to February. Look, every day, guys, as deposits are coming to me, how do we convince others we scale together? That makes us one, where there's no scarcity. There's no you receiving and others don't. There's no promoting scarcity. Look, this is February. Look, I'm going through the days every day since the beginning of the year while everybody's promoting scarcity. Hey, hey, it's going to be 8,000 people that's going to be coming. Big leaders are coming. Get on top. That's hogwash baloney boo-boo. This is residual concurrent success. Keep flipping, Doug. Keep flipping. Keep flipping. Keep flipping. Look, this is one day the night. I mean, multiple deposits every day. This is how a bank operates. Look, this is made. I know y'all seeing every day. I know y'all seeing every day. I know y'all are seeing every day. I know y'all are seeing every day. There's no hype. Y'all, there's no hype. There's no hype here. I'm done. I'm done. Let's go back to folks. Every day. Every day, ladies and gentlemen. Concurrent success.
A breakthrough in financial technology is offering a unique chance to earn predictable.
All right, guys. A lot of that's in the presentation. I may have went a little bit overboard, but I just feel it was necessary because we're all about everybody winning. We want people to understand this is the boat. This is the boat. This is the top of the food chain boat. And for people that are, want to, go into things about, hey, we're the modern days Noah's Ark. I mean, you can say that, but I don't want people to think that there's an oncoming flood. Folks, the flood is already here. The flood is already here, and the boat is here. We're talking about everyone doing a one-time execution, getting on it, we all go up the income escalator. And this is an operation that's about, let me read it here, I'm not going to bring it up, but we're talking about all brand new have to win first. All brand new folks have to win first. That makes this thing win, and continuous at scale, win, and residual, win. And we get to control, get to dictate the speed and velocity of automated, scalable, residual funding and income. So I look forward to working with you. If you can trust and believe in our lead, come join us. If you strongly want to get on the other side of money and wealth, join us. You'll be glad you did, and you'll literally see results that come instantly, paid out to your inviter, okay, the moment you connect. You don't have to trust us. Do that. Connect. See how the person that invited you, okay, because as everybody's looking at this, you're invited by somebody. See how the person that invited you receives that $25 connect bonus, receives residuals, and also transaction fees right then and there. And then when your partners come right behind you, do the exact same thing. See how for you and your inviter, you're going to receive a $25 connect bonus, you're going to receive residuals and transaction fees. And we just replicating and duplicating that as everybody's escalating all along the way. With all monies in terms of the royalty residuals coming on a residual basis. My name is Douglas Ford. We just don't want to see you at the top. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you way over the top. Take care. God bless.